It appears that we're live. I'm back east, and I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me or not. This is a new setup again. Every time I change this, it's different. Let me see, are we putting out here? It looks like it. Sound is good. Okay, great. Let's turn it up a little bit. Don't want it to clip, but is that better? All right. I stopped off at Dan Winship's, as you guys saw, and I was going to try to rob one of his blocks, but they're too heavy. So, oh well. And as everybody saw, let's see, transition. I worked on the wing. The wing is finished. The elevator, stabilizer, and rudder are done. So now I have to work on the fuselage. Well, the reason why I asked Dan for one of his blocks is I'm not real happy with the top blocks on this particular apparatus. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a mold. And I'm going to make a one-piece mold. So this is all going to be, the top block of this is going to be all one piece, the whole length. So I'm going to show how to do that. I probably should set this out of the way so I don't break anything. Now this will take me a couple of days to do. So let's make sure that we got viewage. Just too damn close. There's just no room in here. All right, that looks pretty good. The bottom block turned out I can work with it. It'll have to be sanded straight. But that should work okay. I should be able to live with that okay. So now I have to figure out how to do the top. And I think probably the first thing I should do is I was going to do this in St. Louis, take this on the belt sander, but of course I didn't do it. I was sleeping. So we're going to do it this way. We got two watchers. It's kind of a late Hangar Rash. Nobody would think that I'd be on this late. But what the heck. I have a new bladage in this one already. So I want to cut this about like so. You young guys, be real careful with these sharp knives. This probably could ruin your day. One thing I don't like about this He's not using that prop extension. This nose is not going to look good. Hell, I might just get a wild hair and make a whole new fuselage, depending on how this comes along. This is going to taper back. Yeah, it's not going to look that good. What do I want to do here? Do I want to do... hard to tell. These things look like a bat up here when you can't taper them way back. Now, I could sand into the engine bearers. That leaves a couple of problems. Even this hard spot here leaves a problem. In the sun. I think we better slow down on that part. Got her about as close as I want to get. I'm just trying to get this shape right here so I can, when I do the mold, I can bring that, because it is going to mold all the way to the nose ring. So I got to kind of have that basic shape before I lay the top piece on there, because the top piece has to come down and match that. I think I've kind of chunked the crap out of it there. Let me get the trash can here. I don't know. We'll probably just go with this. I don't want to add that extra half ounce on the nose. It looks cool, but a half ounce is a lot. I have got to figure out how to get the weight off. So, Dan, if you're watching, get busy out in the garage. We got to get this close is all. And I will get it close. So I'm going to spend the next couple. Now, the only way you can do this and make it look right is if you're going to fiberglass the nose, because there's a lot, it goes through a lot of layers. And I really don't want to sand into the hardwood. Just get it roughed in so it won't get finished off till the top block is glued on, or top molded piece. I have to have that shape. When you're doing something like this, you have to be able to visualize the airplane before you start. Otherwise, you're just sanding it, you're not. I know what this should look like. I'm trying to taper it back as far as possible and not make it look like a club in the front. So then when I do the top tracing, so I'm going to have to visualize the top of this going this way too. So it's not going to be much of a mold up here in the front. I might just do a stake joint on it. Take the nose block back to here, because solid wood is a whole lot easier to shape than. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. So I'll tack on a piece of wood here and shape it back to the leading edge, because this has those big fillets in it, and it's going to get a lot of glass. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. So we'll find us a block to do the nose and then make the tail. Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. Good as could be expected. I'll probably do the nose and the cowl tonight. I'll do this much of the airplane right here. You'll be able to see how much motor offset is in this too, as soon as I get this basically shaped. I run a lot of motor offset, 3 degrees. And you know what? I don't worry about line tension overhead. As you can see by this is not as steep as this side, because this angle of the spinner, let's see if I can get it here. The angle of the spinner is that much. I mean, it's angling. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like it's angling in, but it's not. It's angling out 3 degrees. And how you can tell, if you center that up on the line, you put the nose ring straight, and look how far off the fuselage is on the end. About an inch off on the end. You put it straight. Is that right? Yep, that's right. Well, you had me question it there for a minute. Need to sand on this side some more. Man, I'm so sick of these damn updates. Everybody wants to update all the time. I don't want an update. Go away. Spyware. It's trying to sell you something. Yeah, it's leaning out like that. Okay. I like that thing that Doc Holliday posted, 1953, talking about telephones being in everybody's pocket. It's gonna get bad here. All the spying. Gotta stop there. It's starting to get into the hardwood. I'll take super fill and fill the nose pretty good too. I guess it'll be streamlined enough. Okay, let's tack a block on the top. I had one. Now I have to do this all by hand because, like an idiot, I didn't, I was working on the wing. I could have worked on the wing here, and I had all the tools in St. Louis. Nope, instead I worked on the wing. So I need to trim this bad boy off. So we'll do a stake joint right at the cockpit opening. I was going to mold the whole thing, but when you get to looking at this, how thin that mold would be right at the nose. And remember, the nose is the most focal part of your airplane. That's what people look at the first. You want it to be super shape. So hopefully we can cut this. And Danny's blocks were 6 pounds. This block here is 4 pounds. Ooh, chala. I think I'm going to get me a coping saw tomorrow. That's really old school. But at least I'll be able to do some of this operations here by hand. You guys alive out there or what? Damn. Don't let anybody tell you that an Excel life is as good as X-Acto, because it ain't. Hey, Spock, your matrix is a little off today. What does that mean? And I don't know what that means. You have to explain it to me. Let's use a real X-Acto. I think this is a real one. I buy some of these XL knives. Not even as good. Not even. It's kind of like these are real vice grips. Yeah, they sell some look-alike like vice grips, but they ain't vice grips. Tell me what that means, David. I have no clue what I'm off my matrix. If you mean I'm off my time zone, yeah, you're right. It doesn't look bad on this end. I'm watching it right through YouTube. It's got to be something on your end. How about you other guys? Is it coming through okay? You know, it's pretty crappy weather out there. So, yeah, it looks a little blue because of the light I'm using. I told you guys that. This light that I'm using are LEDs, and they're blue. But at least I can see. It's kind of important. I'm sorry about the short video at Dan's. I didn't have any, I used my phone. I didn't have any tripod, and I'm not going to stand there and hold it for an hour. So we're going to tack this on here and then whittle it off. It's working. Whittle her off. It didn't stick, not for dick. Come on. Okay. Plan B. Plan B. So we'll go there, 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 and there, there. Remember, guys, it's only wood. So we got 3 dots of CA on that puppy. See, the easiest way to do this is to do this whole thing in a block. It's also a little heavier. But in order for me to get this, there's only 1/8 of an inch of nose ring sticking up there. So I have to taper this all the way back here. And that would be a super hard compound curve to get into a mold. So if I mold only to the canopy opening, so what I want to do here, I've got it drawn out. I want to carve down this way and carve down like so. So the only way to do it is just start cutting. You can probably hurt yourself pretty good with this blade. So be pretty careful. I only have about 50 years of carving experience. Not as much as some, but a whole lot more than others. Was wondering if we could grow balsa wood. Unfortunately, no. We don't have the right climate. Only grows in one place of the world. Do a search for balsa wood tree on the internet and look and see what that plant looks like. The leaves are huge. You could would make a sheet, a bed sheet out of a leaf of balsa wood. And balsa wood's a weed, but it's considered a hardwood. It's a strange wood. Now, it's not the lightest wood either, but it's the strongest wood for its weight. So I'll get this fuselage built this week. So that when I go over John's and put this airplane together, it'll be already finished. It won't be painted, but I won't have to do any carving or sanding, major sanding, shaping. Because I only got about 2 months before it's got to fly. But at least we'll have 2 new airplanes for this season. They're both the same airplanes, they just look different. Well, they're not exactly the same because you got different power plants in them. Got to give the PA one more try. I've only missed this trash can a couple of times. Now you can use a block plane to do this, but the block plane makes a bigger mess. Easier to control, but bigger mess. So now you can say you've seen me carve. I think it's about the first time I've carved a nose on camera. If I was in my shop, I wouldn't worry about all these shavings. I could just go on the floor. Pretty bad going on the floor here, though. Okay, let's take a peek down it. Now, if I was going to make a mold, it would be very similar to this, but I would do it on a backer and probably do it out of foam. And that's what we're going to do on the back half, but this fuselage has to weigh 7 ounces complete. I can't remember where I was listening to somebody on the Hangout talking about weights. Burp, wrong answer. So we got a void there. I don't like that. We'll get it closer and start sanding. I'll show you what I'm talking about being a club. When you don't have a, you see how this point or this high point is so far forward? I've got to bring that way back here so it's a long sweep. And I think with this being like this, the center between the two is going to have to be lower than the canopy to make it look right. So it's a nice swoop like a 50s car. Yep, I got to pick up these shavings real quick. Not good. Okay. Still a little bit. Not bad. So what I mean by that, in order to make this look right, is that this is going to have to be high. It's going to have to get low here and then come back up like a wave in order to make it look good. Just to cheat your eye. Yeah, you can do it straight if you want, but it won't cheat your eye. I think we might get the plane out anyway. I'll just get the chair and sit in it plane into the trash can. Let me clean this up a little bit here. I'll bring the camera down low so you can see what I'm doing. I can't have all these chips on the floor here. I mean, I've had it out of control here before. It took me a couple hours to clean it up. Okay, close enough. So, in order to do this, oh man, static electricity. And I'm getting chips everywhere. Dan, if you're watching me, you better get out there in that garage and start sanding. I appreciate you watching me, but I'd like to fly with you this year. If you don't get after it, you ain't gonna do it. Yeah, that's pretty much rough then. We'll forego any more planing. I'll sand it in from there. Ain't nothing little sandpaper can't take care of. Now I'm going to be joining this molded part to the nose at the cockpit. So this is all cut out. There's only going to be a little gap there. If you stake it here or whatever, that's where the vibration is. No good. I forgot all about this. I was going to make the whole molded piece, but so now the hardest part to do here is this turnout I'm going to do in front of the cockpit. This goes inside the cockpit. Behind here is the instrument panel. There we go. We're getting there now. We're getting there now. Looks easy, doesn't it? Get to sanding, Danny. Oh yeah, 4-pound wood. But I have to make this. Have to make it in 2 pieces. I'm doing the front half and then a molded back half. I would have liked to did it all in 1 piece, but I'm not going to do it with 6-pound wood. I mean, don't get me wrong, 6-pound wood is getting rare to even find anymore. But you can't build light airplanes with heavy wood. There's no way. Okay, let's sand on it a little bit and see how it looks. I got quite a bit of material moved off of this. It's got a flat right here, and I need that to be completely rounded. So I don't know if I'm going to have to carve more or not. I just know that this mess is no good. I gave Dan the size of my apartment while we were eating pizza tonight, and it's no bigger than a closet. It ain't very big. You know what? I got 100-foot tape there. I could measure it. Of course, a 25-foot tape would work. Okay. Let's get to business. You can see I guess the flat is right here. I'll get that out real quick. Now at home I do this with 36 grit. Once again, I forgot to bring it. I just want to get it roughed in here. Doesn't have to be finished. We've been running an hour already, almost. I told Dan the story about my one piece at a time Harley Davidson tonight. I don't think I've ever told anybody that except Dan. By Johnny Cash, Harley Davidson. This will take a couple of sandings to get right, but we'll get her. So you basically saw what I did. I removed what didn't look like an airplane. And now we're going to finish shaping what kind of looked like an airplane smooth. I'm going to keep the block a long block. You know what? You can't see what I'm doing from that angle. Yeah, oh man. You want to keep a long block flat all the way on your nose, and you want to sand it round from the high to the low to shape it. You don't want to sand like this. You'll put a flat in it, and then you'll be crying. Uh-oh, what happened? I kicked the camera loose. Let me restart the camera. Let's see here. That camera there. Yeah, I kicked the camera loose, so now let me see if we got it back. No, so we got to go properties. No. Properties. Come on now. Okay. Huh, I lost that camera. Shoot. What can I do to get it back? Properties. There we go. Maybe it'll come back now. Let me look over here. Can't see that far across the room. Logic capture. There it is. There we go. We got her back now. So transition. There we go. I kicked the cord loose. Once again, we'll try this again. You keep the sanding block flat, and you want to go around the corner like this. Otherwise, if you sand like this, you'll sand flats, and it'll look stupid. And I use that rolling technique to roll it down. And if you look right here, this is all flat. I haven't sanded up. You want to keep sanding until that flat is gone. So that round edge has to come all the way back to here. Of course, I'll probably get in there and carve on it a little bit more. And the smaller, the thinner the block, the harder it is to make look right. It needs to be thick so you can get a nice round edge on it. This was a 1-inch block. Would have been nice to have 1.5 inches. But what I had. I took it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. No, I can't sing. I can play the radio, and I can play it loud, too. Really good. There went the bottom skin. Oh, well. You kind of want to end up sanding into the fuselage side. We're starting to curve way down here. Oh, Gary Sinclair. Hey, great, Gary. You designed them. Somebody said there's a typo in one of them. I don't know what it is. But I didn't know this was an English class anyway. This is more of a sanding class. Sanding in theory. So then I taken sight down it. I got pretty good light, as you can see overhead, and I can see the highs and lows in it. Like right here, you see that? That's all high. That's all going to get sanded down. I want to start about here, and I want to come up that way. So we can lay it on its side, I suppose. This is the focal point of your airplane. It needs to have the shape of a baseball bat. Not that shape, but that concept. Has to flow as one piece. See how much nicer that looks? Oh man, dust. COVID. But I started an hour ago and I've already got the nose pretty much shaped. I started by whacking off the material here that I figured it would take. Then whittled off what didn't look like an airplane here. Got dust going everywhere. Now I'm going to break the fuselage right here, and I'm going to break the top block right there. You don't want the lines to intersect. You don't want the fuselage flying apart. Of course, it's all super filled from the inside, so basically all this stuff becomes one piece with all the extra pieces glued to it. Remember, if something's not glued to it, you don't need it. So we got that high spot right there. You can't see it in there. It's pretty bright. Deep for sanding. On a nice airplane, stand close to the sandpaper for longer periods of time. I guess I was going to mold that tonight, but I think we're just going to get this block done and that's going to be it. I won't hollow it tonight. I'm not going to do anything until I get that back half made. So we'll do that tomorrow. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to lay a piece of 1/4 inch balsa wood on this, cut it back 1/8 of an inch on each side so it's 1/4 off the total, and glue foam to it. And then shape the foam, and then we're going to mold a back piece. I want to make sure that I molded that one piece, it just wasn't right. We're getting that flat out of this though. Still a big flat, about a 1/2 inch wide flat. There's going to have to be more sanding. Any questions on what I'm doing? Been an hour and 6 minutes. Ain't had much chatter. 15 watchers, 10 likes. I should have 15 thumbs up on this puppy. I'm giving up my secrets. The least you guys can do is give me a thumbs up. Now this is the first sanding. It'll take, how I normally do these is I get it close, cut it off, hollow it out, and then finish it off. Glue it back on and finish it off. Then if you can get at it, you can hollow it out some more when it's after it's glued on. But I'll guarantee you, if I hit you with this, it'd be like getting hit in the head with a rock. This thing is solid. We got a flat right here. Got to work that out. You don't want to sand here. You want to sand here and here to get that flat out. We're getting there. The hell was that? Nothing, I guess. That flat is right there. Working up a sweat. Don't break it. It's only wood, but don't want to break it. Need to sand down into this some. Let me get the vacuum sweeper and suck up some of this dust. Too much dust. A flat spot right there. We'll get it. Gonna have to clean that out. Smell a belt. Okay, I've got a flat right here. Yeah, that's pretty much got it. It doesn't take but 2 or 3 strokes running this way and you got a flat, and then it looks like crap. Got a high spot right there. Flat right there. So basically what you're looking at here is, I mean, how particular do you want to be? Because I can, and then you look down, sight down from the front. See, I'm looking down this way to make sure that it's even on both sides. You know, so it's going around evenly. You can feel it too. I figure there's probably another hour's worth of this sanding. I won't put you through it, but just tinkering around and shaping it correctly. Right in here. But that's how I do it. Turn a block of wood into something that looks like an airplane. It doesn't take no genius to do it, that's for sure. Anybody can do what I'm doing. A lot of spaces and waiting. I don't know. I guess tomorrow I can try the other software. And I apologize for the stream. I'll look at it when we're done, which is right now. It's 11 o'clock. Tomorrow, look for me. I got to do a little cleanup around here. I got to do a little shopping. We'll probably get on around 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock maybe. Let's see here. What happened here? There we go. So between 11 and 12 tomorrow I'll be on, and we'll finish shaping this nose, which didn't turn out too bad. I mean, for the amount of time I spent on it, it's going to take some more. It's not down quite far enough, about a 16th there, and it needs to be shaped back in here and around this way. But it's coming. I mean, that's a lot done in an hour to whittle off these. Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. To whittle off the sides like I did, and to glue that block on and get it roughed in. I mean, it's rough, but just sight down it and make sure it's even on both sides. There's no big flats. It'll take probably 5-6 sand outs to make it perfect. And then, of course, the reason why I'm splitting it here, the fuselage gets split here to put the wing in, and this back piece will be molded, and it'll be a little higher, so this canopy hole will be in there, so the pilot will sit on top of that, and you only have 2 connecting spots that will be 3/4 of an inch thick, and that's it. And how I'm gonna do that, join this to the mold, is I'm gonna put a notch in this. I'm gonna notch this back probably 1/4 inch. So when I get the final shape done, I'll take and notch this so that the sheeting glues onto a notch on this, so it's like a lap joint. And then the inside of the cowling or the cockpit it'll come from this to the sheeting, if that makes sense. I'll explain it as we go with it, but that'll make it strong, and we'll get some glass right there. I think it's more of an opinion thing when I use the plane instead of a tree for Bob Ross picture on the easel. Yeah, well, opinions are like, you know what. They're not good so far. Not bad for the first sitting. And I'll have this well underway tomorrow. I'll have this done. I'll get the mold made, and we'll mock up what we're going to do for a cowl. Get this bottom piece fitted. This thing, I don't know, I might have to make a new one of these. It's pretty, when I cut it from the mold, it kind of, you know, it's either that or I have to figure a way to pin a straight edge on it and cut it straight. Yeah. Which we might try. Because I don't want to, I could get it to glue on here like so, glue it here and then pull it down. But what that does is it puts tension on the fuselage. It would always want to warp. So I'd like to have it straight so it just fits down on there without any pulling or tension. This is a light piece. I might, I'll figure out how to use this because it's so light. I think it's in the grammages. It's 11 grammages, so So that's good. Let's see where we are as far as the fuselator goes. Yeah. We're at 740 now, and I have to take enough wood off of that out of the nose block, which I should be able to. We'll get that down to 6 something. Yeah, probably going to be 8 ounces. I'd like it at 7, but probably going to be at 8 ounces with the cowl. If I can make the cowl a ½ ounce. And cowlings normally complete after you finish them are an ounce. You got the wood, the glass, and the paint, and the cowl ends up 1 ounce, because that's what the cowl on my Tucker weighs, is 1 ounce. So yeah, I think I can make under 60 with a PA 75. It just won't have a whole lot of paintages on it. It'll have my dietary 1 quart. That's it. And that's a shame too, because that airplane, the Continental, to do it justice, it needs 2 quarts. But I just can't live with the extra weight. Some guys say, "Hey, no big deal. Yeah, well, you ain't the guy flying it." We got a big flat here. It's gonna take another hour of sanding to get that flat out of it. But it's close. Well, that's all I got for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, leave a comment. Comments help. After the show's over, go down the comment box, leave a comment. I got, let's see here. Let's go here. Let me post a link. These are the t-shirts. Got to log in. I need to fix that in YouTube so that they're coming up. No, I'm not a robot. Log in. Come on. We got the listings. We got 2 up so far. The first one for Stunt is these are done by Gary Sinclair. Copy, and we'll paste it down here. Paste, enter, go. Okay, and then we got another one. These all come in t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie. Here's the hoodies. Now these, it's showing black, but they're available in, I don't know, 6 or 8 colors. Here's the hoodie. Let's do a white hoodie instead of let's do an orange hoodie. Blue. Let's try blue. That looks all right, I guess. Copy and paste. And these will be available for 4 days. And then I'll do another run of 2. And those will be available for 4 days. Let's do a t-shirt. T-shirt's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different colors. Here's a black one. I like black, so we'll copy that. But you can get it in any color you want. And paste. I don't make the prices either, so paste. There you go. They're delivered by Teespring. I'm kind of out of it. I just had to put them. Gary drew them up, and I put it together. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I really, without you guys, this channel would be nothing. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, grab a t-shirt, super chats, join, become a member. Help me keep it going, because it's going to get tough here. You know, we're all dying off. There ain't many guys doing what we're doing, and if this craft is lost, what a shame that'd be. You know, if everybody was buying and flying a Chinese ark for people who pee on their food. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See ya.